Hello, everybody. This is Skip Allen. I have heard from numerous people that they can't get their onion skin to work with the animation, with the movie feature. And it's true, the onion skin is broken, but there is a workaround, and the workaround is very simple, I think. So I wanted to show this workaround and see if that would help some folks. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go up to Movie and click on New. Now, it says the movie name is Untitled 23. That's just wonderful. We're going to call it Painter Factory Test. We're going to make it 640 by 480. The paper is fine. I think I'll do this at 72 pixels per inch. It doesn't need to be fancy. I'm putting in 50 frames, and I'm clicking on the 5 for layers of onion skin. But you notice it only says 2, 3, 4, 5. That I'm not sure where 1 went. But you'll get 4 layers of onion skin, not 5. Okay, so then we say, okay. And then we save it, and there's one already existing, so I'm going to cover it. All right, so now I've got my test here with my, 4 spots for onion skin. Okay, so now the next thing that I want to do is I want to start the animation. But I don't want to draw on 50 frames and take all that long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a couple of things. I'm actually going to come over to my image portfolio, and I'm going to add these 3 butterflies in different stages of flight. So I'll put in this one in the bottom. And then I will put this one in the next, and I'll put this one in next. Okay, so I've got 3 of these in my image here. So, but they're the wrong size. So I need to go up quickly and get transform scale. You know what? No, I can't. Never mind. Okay, so I'll go up here and click on transform scale. And we'll make it 20% and say, okay, and that's hunky-dory, and we'll drag it up here to some sort of beginning place. Then we'll come down to the next layer, and we'll go to Edit, Transform, Scale, 20, and say, okay, I wish I'd thought to do this on a script, then I wouldn't have to be doing this each time. Now we're going to bring the second one up and put him in the same place. Then we come down to our third layer, and again, Edit, Free Transform Scale, and we'll change that to 20, and we'll say okay, and we'll drag him up to the same spot. Okay, now we've got all these guys, but what I want to do now is I want to turn off the visibility eye for each one of those layers. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to start with this one up here, but before we do anything else, right now the onion skin is not working because I've just done what everybody else does, right? Well, here's what you need to do to make it work. You want to come over to the clone source, okay? And you open up your clone source panel. And then down here in this open source image, you want to click on this. And I don't know why this doesn't come in as Painter Factory. It comes in this time as Untitled 24. It said it was Untitled 21 in there. So there's a little bug on the naming in the clone source panel. But it doesn't matter. As long as you have only one file open, then you know that one is going to be the file. Or if you have several other files open and they're named, you'll know that the untitled one will be yours. But anyway, you want to click on Untitled or whatever the name of the frame stack is. So we click that. Now, that brings in a clone source, okay? Nothing in the clone source, it's just blank. That's fine. We don't have to worry about it. But what it does do is it creates the ability for us to see a clone. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do it. We'll come over here to this top stack. We'll open that up, and that's where we want to start. And so all I need to do is move forward one frame. Okay, turn that off, come back down here, turn this one on, move it. Uh-oh, I can't move it to see. So that's when you come over here to trace to the clone source and click on tracing paper and move it. Yeah, you want to move it all the way up there, like that. Okay, it's because it sort of messes with the original image if you bring it down, because remember it is the clone source. So we bring this over a little bit based on being able to see the tracing paper underneath, and we are all set up to go another step. And when we turn that off, you'll see that it leaves the tracing paper or the onion skin. Sorry, I keep calling it tracing paper because I am setting it up in the tracing paper, but it is a way to onion skin. Okay, so we bring down to the bottom one, we turn it on, we move it out a little bit and go forward, turn it off, come back up to this one, turn it on, move it forward, and I can kind of look sometimes to see, and I want to bring that down a little bit. I was beginning to go up, and we go forward one more, and we go up, turn that one off, and we go up to the next one, turn it on, we move it forward to where it needs to be, and we go forward, and we turn it off. Now what I'm going to do is turn off my tracing paper, and I'm going to go back to the beginning of the file, and running at about 2 frames per second, I'll just start this, and you can see that, you know, those few frames I have got, you know, an animation going. Now, I agree that it, you know, mine's a pretty poor example of animation, but it does tell you how you can get your tracing paper or your onion skin to work. Okay, I hope that helps, folks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.